Welcome to Theo Minute, where we answer theological questions in about a minute. Today's question is, what is the sign of the cross? Hit the like button and let's answer this question. The sign of the cross is one of the most ancient Christian practices in existence, and you've probably seen someone make the gesture when visiting a Catholic or Orthodox Christian service, or if you've ever watched a baseball game. Although deriving from the Bible, the actual practice is at least 1800 years old, if not earlier. For instance, Tertullian, my favorite theologian who was born in North Africa in the 100s, wrote the following: "We mark our head with the sign of the cross when moving forward, when moving around, when coming in, when going out, when getting dressed, when washing, when eating, when turning on the lights, when lying down, when sitting down, in short, in whatever situation we find ourselves." So you do it for everything. In many ways, yes. But nowadays, the sign can be used as a baptismal symbol, as a confession of faith, as a blessing, as a gesture of respect when God's name is spoken, as a way to enter, pass by, or exit a church, and as a defense against the devil. Ah, my personal favorite. Now, despite what some might say, there is no one exact way to do the sign of the cross. On the contrary, young man, God only recognizes it if you say it in Latin. Let's start with the basics. Naturally, the whole movement imitates the shape of a cross, and the words prayed come directly from the New Testament, in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, which in Latin is in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Of course, if you really want to pronounce it correctly, you're going to have to read my book Basics of Latin, or at least order the DVD series. Now, when making the sign of the cross, you say the Father's name when touching the forehead, the Son's name when touching the chest, and the Holy Spirit's name when touching the shoulders. And then there's the hand that's used. Christians almost exclusively use their right hand, never their left hand. You know what the left hand is used for, right? Now, some Christian traditions use the thumb, some use the index finger, and some use the thumb, index finger, and middle finger all together, symbolizing Father, Son, and Spirit, with the two remaining fingers representing the human and divine nature of Christ. Although all Christian traditions begin with the forehead and then proceed toward the chest, one tradition goes from the right to the left, the other from the left to the right. Now, the significance of the forehead to the chest is straightforward enough. It represents Christ's descent from heaven to earth. But the significance of the shoulder varies depending on whether you go from the right to the left or the left to the right. For instance, if you go from the left to the right, it could signify Christ going from death on the left to life on the right. But what if you're left-handed? Or if you go from the right to the left, it could signify Christ separating the sheep from the goats. To be sure, though, there are lots of variations that vary from region to region and tradition to tradition. In short, there is no universal agreement. After all, there are tens of thousands of Christian traditions, so who's to say which is right? Oh, I think we have a pretty good idea. In conclusion, if you liked this video on the sign of the cross, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and tune in for the next Theo Minute episode. I'll see you then.